Just tell me when we've started.
It's started.
Alright. Hello, everybody, and welcome to a new episode of A New Podcast Approaches. It's a truly wonderful day as I pass over to our gold and other podcast bro.
Hey, this is Ian Game from the Datalyzers. Oh my gosh, welcome back to another new episode of A New Podcast Approaches. I think all of you are gonna like this one. This guest we've gone once, and he's back again. Before we introduce him, I'll introduce.
Hey, it's Space King. I'm back here again. I've graduated from member of their dungeon to now their stream slave, and I've been slowly working my way through learning all of this crap so that I don't incur their wrath. And now I will introduce our wonderful guest who I've met before I even joined these guys. Give it off for.
Why am I here? I didn't choose to be here. They kidnapped me. Guys, come on, let me out. They just want the views. That's all they want. Damn it, man. Hi.
Shameless.
Why do you think we keep you in that Pokeball?
It's so cold in there and dark. I'm only kidding with you guys. Obviously, I am Billy Bay 10K. Smash extraordinary. I'm fucking kidding. I am Billy, resident Brit. Because your other resident Brit is not here right now. I drink tea, and Brit is not here. And I'm looking for employment. If anyone wants to hire me, my details are hopefully going to be in the description. I don't know, but I would love that. Just hit me up, please. I'll do fucking anything, I swear.
And I get a phone call the second I start streaming. Great.
Shit, they're hitting you up, not me. What the fuck?
Yeah, they're hitting him up right away. That was fast. Yeah, who knew that whoring yourself out on A New Podcast Approaches would instantly get a job? Who knew?
Who knew?
It's fine. I'm also handling streaming stuff, so do not worry.
Well, I have tweeted and posted in my Twitch Discord about this because it is a live stream, so technically I can. So hopefully we'll see some people pop in. I'll
Yes,
also pop
please.
in one of my other Discords as well, although I can't ping in that one, so we'll have to be a little bit more careful there.
Cyberchamp.
Oh,
wow, it's the guy who
1%.
predicted Steve.
Oh,
I
for
can't.
fuck's sake, not that bastard.
In all seriousness, though, I'm pretty sure you are one of the few guys that stuck solid with the prediction that Steve would make it after Banjo.
Well, the thing is, I thought he would get in either. Obviously, before Banjo was revealed, I thought it was between Steve and Banjo. Of course, I did. But even after Banjo was revealed, I don't remember when it was we found out about Fighter Pass 2. Was that at E3 that year?
It was
No,
a few
it
months
was
later.
January 16th when Byleth was announced.
Yeah, I think once we found out about the second Fighters Pass and we all realized, oh my god, there are more characters, I did think, you know what, this could be Steve's chance because, if they got Microsoft for one Fighters Pass, they could get him for another one, and lo and behold, Steve was added into the Smash, and everyone who said he wouldn't happen, fuck you. No, I'm not that aggressive. I'm sorry. I'm feeling very vindicated, and it felt good. It felt very good. I told you so. Yeah.
Oh, don't worry. Every Smash fan has just backtracked to say everyone knew he's a lock.
Exactly. Sorry, I'm getting very passionate, but I can't. Every time a character is revealed, people are going to backtrack, and I'm just saying, if in my dreams, if in reality Isaac gets revealed for Smash and everyone starts backpedaling, I'm gonna call so much bullshit. I'm gonna start a fucking YouTube war, and it's gonna be fucking great. And I hope you all tune in because it'll be a very entertaining time.
I mean, I would.
Everyone thought Isaac was a lock, Billy. Didn't you see my most recent tweet? Ignore the old ones; they don't matter.
How are you guys doing anyway?
I've been doing okay.
I'm doing good. It's my 1-year anniversary of my Waluigi for Smash account, actually.
Oh, congratulations, man! That's actually really cool.
Thank you.
On my end, I've been
What about
doing
the rest
all
of you?
right.
Because the other two are very silent.
Yeah, I was gonna say you guys are being very quiet, and it's very awkward for me.
Is this better?
It's much
I
better.
didn't realize I had it marked as muted.
Yeah, I couldn't hear either of you. I was like,
I
okay,
had to go
I'm just
mute
gonna
for a
try and
second.
entertain it with blah and keep it going, but then it didn't, and you didn't talk, and it was awkward.
No, basically somebody walked in here and I had to hit mute, and then I forgot to turn it on, so I was sitting here talking alone into the abyss for a few seconds.
Oh, that's fair.
Anyways, I'm feeling good. Thank you for asking, Billy.
Yeah, I know. Why am I leading the podcast, guys? Please.
So, Billy, Rate Their Chances is back.
Yes, it is. To everyone's shock and potential horror, Rate Their Chances made a dramatic return, right as Steve made a dramatic reveal into Minecraft. I was inspired by Steve. I saw him, and I just thought, you know what? This is a character I love. This is a character I'm happy with. There are 4 more characters left. Let's just do it. Let's just do some Rate Their Chances. Let's just have some fun with it. And I've done 3 episodes so far, and I'm pretty proud of all 3 of them. Pretty happy with everything I've put out. I know the Shantae fans don't like me because I rated Shantae a bit lower than people were expecting, but you know, you can't please everyone. And Rate Their Chances episode 4 will be coming sometime in 2020, so keep an eye out for that.
In 2020, there's less than 2 months, so
It just releases it on the last minute.
So Billy, I watch pretty much every single one of your videos, and so
Aww.
I have
I'm
the
so sorry.
I have the YouTube bell or whatever clicked on your thing, so I get notifications on my tablet. And when I saw a new podcast, I saw a new Rate Their Chances show up. I did a double take. I thought that is this a out of season April Fool's joke, or I thought like, okay, maybe this is just like it's effing up. It's giving me a notification for a earlier episode. Then I went there. I was just like, oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, my favorite part about that was I posted the Rate Their Chances Season 3 is Happening video before I posted the first episode, but I titled it something different when I first posted it, so nobody would know what the video was until they watched it. So, showing that to like my close friends the first time, and they're like, "Billy, what the fuck? Why are you doing this again? Please, Billy, no." Kind of jokingly, you know, as it is. And then me kind of getting to post that to YouTube and people being like, holy shit, the return of the king. I'm like, they're making Lord of the Rings memes about me. Oh my god.
The Lord of the Rings.
It was amazing. I had a lot of fun kind of bringing people back, and it was interesting. I didn't realize back when I first made Rate Their Chances how beloved the series would be to people, because it's very easy when you make Rate Their Chances and when you read through the comments and stuff to get stuck on all the negativity, because of course when you rate a character you're going to have a billion people who disagree with those ratings, or a billion people who wish you rated their character better, and that negativity can often bring down a series. And what I liked was that, at least for the first few episodes of Rate Their Chances, people were incredibly kind and incredibly positive, and there wasn't as much negativity as there used to be, which I think really goes a long way towards making me more motivated to continue the series. I put a lot more research and effort into all of the work. I made custom splash screens for each of the different characters I rated. I wanted to come back with a bang, and I wanted to really give people something that felt genuine and felt like it had effort put into it. And I'm just very proud of these first few episodes, and I'm hoping that when I get around to doing more episodes that I will keep that production value up and people can at least find some enjoyment or entertainment in those videos.
For sure.
Yeah, but when are you gonna rate Marina?
Marina, what was her second name?
Lightyears.
Marina Lightyears. I mean, I rated her on this podcast. Does she need another rating? Does she?
I mean, she's basically as likely as Big, which is a lock, as we all know.
I told her as a reaction. Like I told you guys she was a lock, and I mean I don't feel like I need to re-rate her because honestly, Fate has rated her as coming to Smash, and I mean honestly, like when the universe is saying yeah she's coming, I mean what else can you do but agree? I'm looking in the chat and I completely missed Ant's because I see you Ant in the chat. Hello, man. I I missed the Song of Storms intro though.
Oh, people said that was an air quotes cringe opening.
I
didn't like-
it was dubstep and it was oh it's I love Song of Storms but no. I used to love intros for videos. I thought they were amazing. I thought you could be so much fun, have so much fun with them. And then I realized that my videos were getting so long that having these like extra intros just kind of bloats the time a bit. And I'm not trying to like get to 10 minutes in all my videos for YouTube ad purposes anymore because I don't earn money off of YouTube. So I just kind of felt the need to not really bring the intro back. And also I don't have the file for it. So wow.
Or do what I'm 14 and this is my first time on YouTube thing to do, which would be download your old video, then cut out the clip.
Oh, I mean, I do that though. I do that when I'm like, oh, I need to like even with oh god, I think even with the videos, Rate the Chances season 3, in episode 2 and episode 3, I have segments at the start of the video where I go over information from the last episode, and because for some reason I just don't have the I don't keep the episodes saved on my PC. I'm like, okay, time to re-download the episode and then just like take clips and just like make sure it's little bits of clips from the episode that don't have any like special edits, and then hopefully no one will figure it out. Everyone figured it out, but it was worth an attempt, and I don't think there's any shame in re-downloading your videos as long as you download them at a decent quality.
I mean, that if it works, it works. There's nothing to
Yeah.
complain about there. I just thought I should point out though. You mentioned that it's a lot more positive going into a new podcast approach. I'm not gonna have damn it. Sorry. It's a lot more positive going into these Rate Their Chances, and I think there's a part of it that I did notice that the viewership isn't as high as it was before.
Oh, it's fine. I mean,
no, I'm not even concerned about that. What I'm saying, it's in some ways it's actually kind of a positive because
I agree.
because I feel like part of the toxicity came from the fact that there was a decent chunk of people that were watching your videos that were more so just fans of Smash and not really fans of you.
Agree. Yes. My issue back in 2018 with my channel was that it grew too quickly. It was... I made a few videos on Smash thinking, oh, I can just post some of my opinions, nobody's gonna fucking watch them. And then suddenly, everyone was paying attention to these videos, and I grew so quickly, I didn't know how to handle that growth. There were just too many people coming in, and I had been so used to maybe gaining 100 subscribers a month for like years, that when I was like gaining 2,500 subscribers a month, thousands and thousands of video views a month, it was overwhelming and it was hard to keep up with. Because if you ever get popular on YouTube, if you ever get to a point where your videos are getting thousands and thousands of views per upload, you're going to get to a point where you cannot keep up with all your comments, and you're going to get negativity no matter what, because there are always going to be people in your comments who are just going to hate you for the sake of hating you, because they're going to hate what's popular, or they're going to hate you because you're covering a topic that they don't give a fuck about or that they disagree with and all that shit. And the issue with 2018 was that because Ultimate obviously was in its hype cycle, pretty much we were like in the eye of the storm, and the storm was the fans, and everyone wanted that Smash content. Nobody was necessarily looking at the creators. They were looking at the content the creators provided. And I think it's what the creators did after Smash Ultimate came out that cemented whether they would succeed as creators or not. So like I look at Papagenos, for example. He has he started just doing smash leaks, and he ended up being able to branch his channel out. He had little series that he would do that really highlighted him as a person. But then you have
Like
other
that
channels.
amiibo hunter thing he did.
Yeah, exactly. The amiibo hunting collection videos that he does. He still does them, I think. And then there were some channels like my own where I struggled with the growth, and I didn't really know what to do. I had my own niche before Smash, but they were so far apart, like in terms of content and interest, that it just wasn't possible to meld them together, and that was always frustrating for me. And there were obviously other channels that went through similar issues as me, and if you look at some of the channels that were super popular in 2018, you'll see that a lot of them have gone down in viewership because, you know, they just couldn't keep up that momentum. And that's just being at the whim of the Smash fans. It's terrifying.
Some like Chris have even left like you did the leak scene.
Did he? I thought last time I checked his channel he was still active.
He does want to become active again, but he wasn't happy doing leaks. From my understanding, he mainly did it to actually stay afloat, to pay off stuff like rent and his girlfriend's college tuition.
I remember that though, because I'm not gonna bash LX Chris or anything. This is not an LX Chris bashing thing, but I do remember back in 2018, like a lot of the controversy around his channel was that he was very blatantly well, not blatantly doing it for money, but like he would put a lot of ads on his videos that you could tell were there to kind of bump up the revenue. And I respect that. I completely respect that. I had to do that myself. Like, you do what you've got to do to earn that coin so that you can pay your rent and live. And that is what it is. But I could tell from LAX Chris and from certain aspects of his channel that a lot of what he did was specifically just to kind of meet those quotas and not necessarily because he enjoyed the content. As someone who has done YouTube for like God knows how long at this point, 7-8 years now, I can kind of recognize when somebody is doing it for the content when somebody isn't. And it's good that a lot of these Smash tubers that got popular then that are still popular now, you can tell that they are doing it because they love it. And I'm glad that most, if not all of the Smash tubers from the 2018 scene who kind of got brought up in controversies or leaks and stuff, I'm glad that they're all doing a lot better now, because I think the community, maybe not the competitive scene, we're not going to go into that, but I think the casual scene for Smash has been a lot better recently, and I think it's been a lot more accepting, and I hope it continues that way, really, because Smash is a party game, it's a fun game, you get all these fun characters, let's just enjoy it, let's not like be angry and grr at each other. It's not fun.
That's when I never got with the toxic side. Like, there's always going to be that toxic side. That's never going to leave, but I never got why they had to always be so full of themselves in a way.
I mean, that happens, I think, with a lot of people. Like, some people, when it comes to characters specifically, you want to people have the mentality of, if this person doesn't like my character or this person is writing off my character, I'm going to be toxic as fuck to them and their character because they're not giving my character the attention that I feel they deserve, which is incredibly entitled, to be honest. I think, honestly, most Smash fans, to an extent, have this entitlement. It's whether you can express it in a healthy way that I think matters. Because we all want to see our favorite characters in the game, but like, if you're gonna be a dick about it, then really,
just don't comment.
Yeah.
To quote someone in the chat, FlameGuy21, he's my bud. He just said, "Internet enjoying things is illegal." Basically that.
Yeah.
Basically that.
No enjoyment. You're not allowed to enjoy anything. If you enjoy anything, we're gonna fucking find you. We're gonna send you a strongly worded letter, and it's probably gonna be in all caps.
How it feels to be a Golden Sun fan and on a hardcore Smash fan board.
By the way,
did I just catch you enjoying shit?
Yes, please. Just get me full membership. Your annual auto renewal, please. By the way, I just want to say, if I keep like rambling on, please feel free to stop me, because I will just keep talking and words spew. Like, I'm not good at forming good sentences. I'm not very goodly. So.
No, it's fine.
Nah. Well,
We all ramble a lot on this podcast. It's kind of our shtick.
I'm pretty sure most of us here are introverted.
I mean,
I think social interaction, we don't know how to handle it.
Are you implying I'm an introvert? What? Are you...
Yes, I know you're an
Really?
introvert.
I would say I'm an extroverted introvert because I can be the social butterfly that everyone wants me to be. But then, like, seconds later, I will be curled up underneath a table, like, hiding from everyone else with, like, a drink in my hand, just being like, leave me alone, this is my happy place.
That is a mood. That is a mood. Like, I'm almost exclusively friends with introverts, and they say, Scott, you're extroverted as hell, or, like, why are you so social? And I'm just thinking I'm just screaming internally, I'm trying to be the nice guy, damn it!
Yeah, exactly. Because if everyone's an introvert, somebody has to be the extroverted one. That doesn't make them an extrovert. It just means that they're taking the hit for the team.
Right, exactly. Also,
Brilliant.
alcohol does not make you into an extrovert. I have tried.
Well, it depends on the person. I will say that little fun fact about the Billy and his personal life is that when I drink alcohol, I become very extroverted, and people often wish that I didn't drink alcohol because they don't know how to handle me. Because I'm just so fucking cool.
They're clearly just jealous, Billy. I mean, they wish they weren't introverts, obviously.
Hey, being an introvert is great. You can just kind of like mind your own business. Like, especially this year, like, holy fuck, if there is a year to be an introvert where you don't need a lot of social interaction, 2020 is the fucking year for that to be just perfection.
Oh, it's like at the start of the year when they said, oh, everything's gonna be locked down and you're not gonna be able to do anything, I was just like, yes,
Oh, no.
my time has come.
Oh, no.
My time has come. My backlog of games, I thought I was gonna get through it all, and then it just so happens that I did not get it through it all because I still have no motivation to do anything. Great.
Yeah, I did get through some of my backlog this year, actually. I played a few games that came out a few years back that I really wanted to play. My boyfriend wanted me to play... Oh, no, he started playing Nier Automata, or Nier Automata, whatever you want to call it, and I realized, oh, I have that game. I haven't played it. I'm gonna play it too. And I played that. Brilliant game. I played Gris, which came out, I think it was either last year or the year before, which was a little indie game. That was fun. Obviously on stream, I played the first ever Devil May Cry, which is such a good game. Holy shit. Like, the platforming is absolute shit, but like the gameplay, the fighting is just, oh, it's so good. Played Transistor, which is by the guys who made Hades, and just so many good games. Like, goddamn. Like, if you have a backlog, you owe it to yourself, and you owe it to your poor, crying, screaming backlog to at least try one game, I think, and see if you enjoy it. You know what? I challenge you, those of you listening at home, and those of you on this podcast right now, if you have games in your backlog, I dare you to play at least one of them.
Sure, I'll boot up Halo the Master Chief Collection tonight.
Oh, nice. Love a bit of Halo.
I mean, I've more been trying to buy my actual backlog because I got the Switch a bit later into the lifespan, and I think I've actually bought most of the games. The thing is, the Switch has awful memories, so I have to uninstall and reinstall them if I want to go back to my backlog.
That's why I just bought SD cards. Like, just get some SD cards with some, like, good file sizes and just go nuts.
Don't worry, for Christmas I'm planning to get a 1 terabyte one.
Oh, nice.
1 terabyte?
Good.
Isn't that like $400 for an SD card?
I found some cheaper ones on Amazon.
You definitely don't want the cheaper ones. Because what they do sometimes on with the air quotes cheaper ones is that they'll just do the asshole thing where they go into the file system, they'll change the listed data to like a terabyte, and then you put the damn card in and into like analyze the files or whatever, and it's only like 8 gigs. They have done that to people before.
Just be sure to get like a good, like, trusted brand
Yeah,
SD card.
Yeah, I'll make sure.
I just stick to SanDisk.
I'll make sure to look into it properly before I send the link over.
FlameGuy21 says I played SOTM, which I assume is Symphony of the Night.
Yep.
I'm guessing.
Yep.
Recently, so already did something nice. I have yet to play Symphony of the Night. I need to play that game. I need to play a lot of Castlevania actually, but it's in my backlog, and my backlog is big, and I have a lot of games in there that I need to play.
It feels
so
like
maybe on stream.
It feels like
Cyber.
I own or have access to just about every noteworthy game, period, but I just don't play them. Like, I wake up in the morning, and I have, like, God, I have at least over 1,000 games in this room, and it's just like, what do I want to play this morning? And I get to the evening, and I don't play anything.
It's that thing though where, like, if you have too much choice, it becomes overwhelming.
Mm-hmm.
If you have too little choice, then you're like, I don't want to play that. I want to get something else, and then you buy something else, and you're like, but then maybe I want to play the other thing, and then you just never play games.
Yeah, that's the problem with me. My only hobby being gaming is that I've acquired a library over the last 15 years that's horrifyingly huge, and
You will get through it one day.
yes,
Maybe. Potentially. We'll see. Probably not.
probably not. Like, sometimes I admit I just have bought a couple games just for the sake of owning them before.
I mean, that's not bad, being a collector and all that. Like, not a bad thing at all. I mean, I have games in my collection that I'm probably never actually going to play, but that I kind of bought because I'm thinking maybe one day I might be in the mood for a game like this. Like, I bought Monster Hunter World on PlayStation 4, and I don't really like the sort of Monster Hunter sort of style of gameplay because it doesn't really, like, hook me like it hooks other people. Same with Animal Crossing. But I bought both of those games, and I played a little bit of them, but, like, I'm probably never going to ever complete them. I just wanted them to have them and be like, yeah, I have that in my collection.
That's I know that FlameGuy21 really likes this series, so I have to admit this to my shame. I own every Uncharted game, and I have not played a single one of them.
I have recently just bought Uncharted Collection 1, 2, and 3, so I am interested in playing them because everyone that's, like, told me about these games has been like, oh, they're like the Tomb Raider games that came out, the rebooted Tomb Raider games, and I played those on stream, and I love those games. So I'm hoping that, like, I can get into Uncharted and enjoy it, but God, it depends on when I will have the energy to put it in, like, a Twitter poll for, like, hey, I want to play Uncharted on stream. Are you going to vote for it? And then nobody will vote for it because I'll probably have a Nintendo game in the poll and everyone will be like, we want to see you play Pikmin. So that's the pain. That's the pain of also being a streamer and trying to use your streams to work through your backlog. But people just, they want that new shit. They want all the good stuff. They want all the
Nintendo stuff.
I mean, I streamed
indie games.
I streamed Persona 5 Royal on Twitch like 3 months after the game came out. Ooh. After most people stopped watching it, and because of that, a few times, like, I was streaming at like 4 a.m. my time, and a couple times my stream got all the way to the top of Twitch's page because nobody was watching the crap.
Oof. Oh, I mean,
not because I'm a popular streamer. Like, the max viewership I've ever had is like 11 people. Ever.
See, this is why I just played Persona 5 after the Joker announcement, because I'm like it was like right before or after Joker came into Smash. Like, it was like the March-April time. I'm like, you know what?
Can you play Wizard 101?
Oh,
can you play Wizard 101? Says the chat.
Oh. I have done a stream of Wizard 101 once, and it was one of my least watched streams, so...
What about Mario Kart, though?
I can't go back. I can't
why
go
do
back to Mario Kart.
Why do I feel like anyone... I for years, I thought Wizard 101 was a fever dream we all collectively had together.
Oh, no, it's real. I've beaten the main... I've beaten the base game main story... The fact I have to say base game... God.
What? There's expansions?
Yeah, there were expansions. There were a fuck ton of worlds that got added in the post game. Like the last base game was this place called Dragonspire, and then they added like 15 other worlds. And my friend Rick really wants me to play through them because he just loved this game as a kid, and he just keeps trying to get me to play it now. And it was this year actually that he kind of got me back into it, and I played through like a couple worlds, and then I dropped off again, and now the cycle repeats. Give it like another year or two and I'll be back on Wizard 101. I'll be trying to beat it again. And the crazy thing is, it still has an insanely active player base in the US.
How?
I don't know. I don't get it.
Alright.
Also, holy crap, 17 people are watching. Thank you guys. That's awesome.
Hey,
That's
nice.
when we get to 20.
By the way, just a quick thing. Cyberchamp in chat. He's one of my friends. He's my Twitch moderator. So if he says stuff, it's because he knows I'm gonna react to it. So.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
I just thought that guy was just particularly memey today.
Oh no, he's just Mimi every day.
Ah, gotcha. This is one of those people.
Yes.
Yeah, the only real thing he said is that you can get more memory if you like the game cartridge. That is definitely true. Good job.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Let me wait one second. I should just go look my game cartridge.
Oh my god. I cannot believe people actually lick their
Okay,
Nintendo
I've got Super
cartridges.
Smash Brothers in my hand. I'm gonna lick it.
Rate the chance of you licking it.
Horrible. Oh, that's so bad. Why did I do that? Oh.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay,
It's
this is
sour.
we have to isolate this clip right here of Billy licking the cartridge and upload it independently.
Yes, please.
Like the sourness is in the saliva in my mouth, and if I swallow the saliva, then the sourness is gonna go down my throat.
You want to know how I found out what a Nintendo Switch game cartridge tastes like? It wasn't by choice.
Great one.
It's just that the taste or whatever chemical that they use, it sticks on your hands. So one time I was just going to like eat some Hot Pockets or whatever after I had just been handling my Nintendo Switch games, because I was like, I put in Xenoblade 2 and then I got up and went to make a Hot Pocket, and when I ate the Hot Pocket I tasted the bitter shit. Yeah, that stuff it stays on your hands unless you wash your hands.
Oh, it stays on your tongue as well. Jesus Christ! I'm drinking water to try and wash it down, but it's still there. The aftertaste is strong.
Yep.
What would you rate that? Billy?
What's funny is that I actually, this may be a little weird, but each game I get, I lick the cartridge only a little bit once. And after, how many games do I have? About
For
9?
every game.
Yeah, so I have 9.
Oh,
Do
that
not worry, I
explains
do
so
not
much.
have
Who
as
is
many
on the
Wii games
channel
as
that just said that? Who? Okay, which of us? There is an imposter among us. Which one just posted that in the chat?
I did.
Oh God!
Yeah, I'm sorry, that's my fault.
Dude, that shit is so nasty. How could you ever get used to that?
How?
Like,
You should-
it's like, what is it called? Let's say eating broccoli, okay? If you have broccoli, your mother wants you to have it.
Broccoli is
dinner,
bloody
every
lovely.
dinner.
Broccoli is amazing. Don't you start
Okay.
slandering broccoli.
Sorry, my fault.
Slander
American.
cauliflower. Cauliflower is shit. Cauliflower is just white broccoli.
I've
White,
Broccoli.
tasteless, bland broccoli.
I've only ever tried cauliflower once in my entire life, and when I did it, I barfed. Like
It's not good.
I could not get that shit down. It was terrible.
And what? Broccoli is great because it's like you're eating trees. They're mini trees.
It's the true cycle of nature.
There are 3 imposters among us. Oh no.
God. Wait, what's the Earth adept called again?
Which one?
The Earth one. Venus, right?
Yes. Venus
Yeah,
is Earth, Mars is fire, wind is Jupiter, and then Mercury is water.
Well, then eat enough trees and you may become a Venus, Billy.
You know, it's funny to me that like the Jinn that's meant to represent the Earth, Venus,
He's
is
a chunky boy.
yeah, no, he's great. I love him, but if you actually research the planet Venus itself, it's like an apocalyptic hellscape.
Yeah, perfect for Earth. Just like, you know,
I mean, you're not wrong, but you don't have to say it like that.
I mean,
it's like
I
you know,
mean-
I think Jupiter is like a gas giant, which is why it makes sense that Jupiter is represented by wind, and Mercury, I think, is like so far back in the solar system that's really cold, so that's why it's like water and ice.
Yep.
Mars
correct,
is
it is a gas
Mars is
giant.
fire because they couldn't pick the sun.
What about
I think
Venus?
it's probably
That's my
based on
question.
like alchemic symbolism or whatever. Like,
Well, the thing with Venus is that like I know that the planet is meant to be like a hellscape, the actual Venus planet, but you know, like hellscapes are what the world kind of looks like after like an earthquake. Like the world kind of like gets broken after like that sort of thing. So I think it makes sense. I think it does. That being said, after 2020, you could probably also just use Earth as the Earth. Wait, nope, wait.
I mean,
Hold up, that don't work. Sorry. I think they'd confuse the game files if you called both the planet Earth and the force Earth in the same Earth game. Earth.
in the code, you'd probably have to like name the thing, and then whenever you're referencing a specific one of the two, it has to be listed in parentheses what you're specifically referring to.
I have no idea how coding works, so I'm just going to put my thumb up and say yes. I agree with that.
right answer.
Awkward silence.
Billy, I'm
Lady
curious. When
Apparently, Lady Gaga made a
No,
song
Steve,
named
60 seconds a minute passes, please. Dead Prince in chat, Jesus. Did you know
So
that
Billy-
if you don't eat food, you get hungry?
Yes, like I am right now, and after this, I'm probably going to go to the
Oh.
Dairy Queen.
Anyway,
If you do not drink liquid, you get thirsty.
well, sorry, I feel like I'm interrupting you.
No, it's fine. So TNJ, just lick the juice off the cartridge. You should be fine.
Okay,
This
no.
went from a Smash
No.
podcast to just like talking about everything podcast, and I love it. I love it.
I mean, I just like talking.
Same.
Why do you think I stream? Because I just get to talk to myself for 4 hours. It's great.
With maybe a few people tuning in.
Hey, I've had some decent viewership actually. The past month or so, like people have I was surprised. People are really tuning in for the Final Fantasy streams. I did not think Final Fantasy VII was going to do very well. I thought it'd be very niche, but like a lot of people tuned
Like classic
in
FF7?
for- No, the remake.
Oh, that definitely
well,
that
that's
definitely ain't
pretty-
niche.
No, but I think with my normal audience, it's quite niche because you know Smash fans, a lot of them, they don't play Final Fantasy. They don't. They're very Nintendo, and Final Fantasy VII specifically was never on Nintendo, so it's like a big
It is
Sony
now.
thing. So if you were never a Sony child, like I mean, it is now, but like if you back in the day, if you were never a Sony child, then you just didn't have that experience, and it wouldn't be as interesting to you.
Mm.
So I
Damn,
was surprised, but please.
Square Enix betrayed
With
us.
the exception of
I'm-
13 and
I'm
14, every mainline Final Fantasy game is playable in some form on the Switch.
Yeah, and I'm just saying, by the way, yeah, well, but Final Fantasy 14 is an MMO, so it makes sense that it's not playable on Switch.
And
but
everybody just would rather forget 13, so.
14 though, 14's solid. With, after they remade it and brought in all the expansions, solid. I mean, the expansion for 14 that they released last year was my favorite game of 2019. It was that good. So
Shadowbringers?
yes. Oh, it was so good. It was. The music was amazing. The gameplay.
Aren't
was
they
really solid.
Aren't they the team that's making Final Fantasy 16?
Yes, they are. I'm so hyped for that.
It looks
I will admit,
like Devil May Cry, and I'm down for that because I found the combat is to be insanely slow and monotonous in 15. So if you're gonna have
Yeah.
action combat, might as well just make it action game light. I'll take it.
Yeah, I mean, I will admit, like the 16 trailer didn't do much for me, but it's like a first trailer. Like, I'm sure there will be more that go into more detail on what like the story is and what the setup is, because I didn't get much from it, and I think coming from 15, where it was like you could kind of tell the sort of story it was right away. I'm hoping that 16 the marketing can kind of improve and they can like kind of find a way to just hook us in, because I'm sure it's going to be a great game. I feel like people are going to be on the fence until they get a bit more info on it.
Right. Also, this is probably a controversial AF take, but I think that one of 15's biggest problems is that it was just 4 dudes. You should have had a girl, or you should have had another species of creature. It's Final Fantasy. It's about a strange adventure with a bunch of weirdos.
Hey, it's dudes having a road trip. The 4 gay dudes having a road trip.
I'm fine with that. It's just that they
They
aren't actually gay in the story. So shit.
No, I know. I'm joking. It's just the internet has dubbed them as such, but obviously they're not. They're just normal dudes.
If there were 4 gay dudes on a road trip, that probably would have been my favorite Final Fantasy cast.
No, getting 4. No, I'm sorry, but just completely going off on a fucking tangent. But getting 4 gay dudes in like a car together on a road trip, especially if they're like high maintenance gay dudes, is just gonna be like it's a disaster waiting to happen, and I would pay so much money to watch it live.
I really want to make a joke here, but also I don't want YouTube to kill the channel. You know what? Fuck it. That's one gangbang.
Oh my god. I mean, are you getting monetized by this video? Is this stream getting monetized?
I think every one of us have cussed at least once, so absolutely not.
I was gonna say, I mean, YouTube, if you're watching, we love you, but also gangbang.
What are the instant demonetization words?
Because I do not curse at all.
Yeah. Nah.
This is what you get when you get a fucking British dude who swears a lot at like midnight. You just get unfiltered. So what was the topic?
Smash.
I don't know what the topics are. I'm so confused.
I think it was about your most recent stream about Final Fantasy VII.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, all I was gonna do is I was gonna say come to my stream on Sunday for Final Fantasy VII for cross-dressing Cloud. That's all I was gonna say, and then it just spiraled.
Oh shit! I'm at the exact same part in that game.
It's the best fucking part of the game. I mean, I haven't seen it in the remake. I just know, like, from playing the first bit of the original game, I know that's coming, and I know it's still in the game because everyone wouldn't shut the fuck up about it when the game released. But I am so excited. I am so excited.
I might check that one out.
It's gonna be good.
I've been on a 2-month hiatus from streaming myself because of college, but I think I'll probably tune back, try streaming my tomorrow. I've been streaming Catherine Full Body.
Ooh, I have not played that yet, but I've only heard good things, and it is one of those games that I do want to play because I know it's by Atlas, I know it's by the Persona boys, but I just need to get around to it. Is it any good?
Yeah, it's quite good. If you're a fan of puzzle games in any capacity, it's a very unique style of gameplay. The plot is interesting in that my boy Vincent has the pull-out game of a truck backing into a mail truck.
Fucking Jesus Christ.
Basically, the whole plot is...
Joker.
What's up?
I've also actually been playing through Catherine Full Body.
Really?
Yeah.
How is it on your end?
But I have taken a break to play No More Heroes.
Ah.
Oh, that's another couple games I have to play as well. Fuck, there's so many games. Slow down, games, please.
Please, anyone watching in the chat that hasn't bought or played No More Heroes, do it.
I'm just gonna wait until No More Heroes 3 gets a release date, and then I'm just gonna be like, okay, time for a No More Heroes marathon. Let's go.
Also, do not skip Travis Strikes Again. You might be tempted to. Don't. It actually will probably be very important to the plot of 3.
And how about this? One word. Emulation.
One word. No, 2 words. YouTube cutscenes.
Nah, man, it's actually a pretty good game. It's just it was severely overhated on account of the fact that
That it isn't No More Heroes 1 or 2.
Yeah, pretty
Like,
much.
it's not the same
Pretty
gameplay.
much that. The thing is about Travis Strikes Again is that it was necessary for the sake of progressing Travis's character. Because, you know, it would just be kind of awkward to pick up 10 years later with 3 directly. I respect it when some devs do that and they just decide, oh, it's been like 9 years since Devil May Cry 4, let's just do 5 randomly. I respect that, but also I feel that there is value in acknowledging the time that has passed between games.
I agree. I do agree. Even though DMC5 is probably the only game that can get away with that because it's just so fucking good. But for No More Heroes, I agree. I think it's good to, you know, let everybody know that Travis did, in fact, at one point in that time skip, strike again.
From what I've heard from the creator, he actually originally intended to be the end of the game, so as it wrapped up his story, so they would need a reason to bring it back. So that game was completely necessary.
Right. What happened there was that basically, typically Suda51 just writes Travis as himself. So to that angle, Badman, who tracks his ass down in Travis Strikes Again, is pretty much an allegory for the fans who's begging a return for the series, pretty much.
I fucking love it when creators do that, man. When creators, like, they like have like an allegory or symbolism or whatever for like the fans or the creators or whatever. There's a specific series, I can't actually like talk about it because it's major spoilers for said series and people will crucify me if I discuss it, but there's a series with an ending that basically... Oh, you having drop frames?
It had to reconnect.
Oh, yeah, let's see. No data, no currently receiving data for the stream. Yeah, that's a problem. But I think we're back.
The stream's back. I can hear it now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, we watched...
Yeah, sometimes that happens.
Alright, that sucked.
I gotta ask, guys. Gonna try and get us on a topic. I mean, obviously, I'm gonna be here for another like 30 minutes, I guess, before I told you guys I do have to go in 30 minutes. Sorry to you watching at home. But is there anything you guys want to ask me?
Yeah.
What are your opinions on Fortnite and Smash?
There's like that.
But just straight away.
Oh, you're really just going straight in for... Oh god, I need alcohol for this.
Same.
I mean,
okay.
It's become from... I will say one thing. I will say one thing. I said Johnsy would be playable in Path 2 literally a few days before the rumors.
Okay. Fortnite and Smash. I think Fortnite will come to Smash, but I think it will come in as a Mii costume. I don't think there's going to be a character. I think... I don't necessarily know if Fortnite should come to Smash yet, because even though it is this big, epic, literally epic games, even though it's this big game that has made the waves, like, is it going to have much staying power beyond the initial hype years?
Exactly.
Is it going to be a Minecraft where it stays and it's relevant and it keeps selling and it keeps getting loved? Or is it eventually going to drop off? And I think right now, for Ultimate's hype cycle, and obviously based on the fact that probably most of the additions, including Mii costumes, were probably decided last year or even early this year or whatever, I think Fortnite could get in as a Mii costume. I don't think it will get in as a fighter. I don't see that happening. They've already got the Minecraft the Minecraft fan base for like the big sort of like kid fan base, and I feel like Fortnite would just be kind of tapping into that same market, and I don't know if they necessarily need that. If they do come to Smash as a playable fighter, though, I will completely understand it, but I do feel like it would reek a bit of a very promotional choice, because as I said, I just don't think Fortnite necessarily has shown that it can last longer, last like bigger series that have stood the test of time. And also, I feel like their gameplay would be very similar to Steve's, because the one really unique mechanic about Fortnite is the fort building. hence why there's a name Fort in Fortnite. And I feel like that's just so similar to Steve's block placing thing that it would just be a very similar moveset, and I don't think Sakurai would go for that. That's just my personal opinion. Stay tuned for Jonesy in Rate Their Chances, and we'll see what happens next. But that's your answer for that.
Don't worry, Billy. He's going to get confirmed before that episode.
If the episode is this year, nah. They're not going to tell us anything until next year. So
I had like something very similar to say last time that came up on the podcast. Basically, my thoughts are getting Jonesy in Smash now would be like getting Steve in Smash in the DLC cycle of Smash 4.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently that was on the table. They've been talking about Steve for Smash.
I think back in 2014 and 2015, I think Minecraft had proved itself by then. Fortnite, I still feel like it's, if I'm not wrong, like Fortnite has a lot of like connections to Disney now because of all the crossovers with Disney properties and IPs.
Yep.
And just, like,
It's had crossovers with Disney, DC, John Wick.
yeah, and I'm just like, it feels like it's less relying on its own game and it's more relying on all of these crazy crossovers, kind of like Fall Guys is at the moment, actually.
It did also apparently have a crossover with Splatoon 2, which is interesting.
I mean, I'm glad that Fortnite is obviously doing well for itself, and I would like to see it continue to do well, because even if it's not my cup of tea, I know there are so many people who do enjoy it, including my nephews and all that. You know, I mean, maybe when they get older, I'll get them into better games, but, you know, I just don't think it's the right time for it to come to Smash. At least not as a playable fighter. Me costume, sure. I don't think it's the right time for a playable.
In other words, ask me again next game, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Ask me again if Fortnite is still relevant when Smash Ultimate Infinite 2.0 comes out.
Hyper Edition Turbo.
Yeah.
I don't think... I know they've said, like, oh, we'll never be able to surpass this roster again, so... In my opinion, just don't. Just keep updating...
Just keep remaking the game, yeah.
Just keep updating Ultimate. Just re-release it, and just, like, call it Smash Bros. Ultimate... Plus on the next console, and just put 10 more characters in it.
If Nintendo have another console, just like have Smash Ultimate, have everything that was in Smash Ultimate, World of Light, whatever, spirits, characters, all that.
Yeah, and just put 10 more characters on it.
Instead of like, you don't necessarily need to make anything new. Like, just start bringing all of the old shit from all the old games back in. Like, bring back Subspace. Bring back a remastered version of Subspace. I know people don't necessarily love the gameplay of it, but there are some people who really like it. Or maybe just...
I'm one of those.
Like, because if you've got all of the work done with all the characters and you're just going to re-release the game pretty much on the next console, like, the most you have to do is update everything for like the new console, which I know it's still a lot of work, but it's not going to be as much work as what they had to do to get it onto Ultimate. So I don't know, maybe like just do something, I don't know, just like add something new, keep all the characters and just have fun with it. Because I'm gonna be honest, like the moment a new Smash game comes out and it's like a reboot and it's like it doesn't have this roster, it's just gonna lose its appeal. I don't think Smash Ultimate is ever gonna be replicated, and I don't think Smash is ever going to sell as well as it does with Ultimate again, unless they just keep re-releasing it.
I'm here on the Smash train as long as there is Xenoblade content of some kind. If we get to this, we get to the Smash Bros. Reboot, and they cut Shulk, I'm gone. Bye. I don't feel like...
Honestly, I don't get why people think they would reboot Smash. Like, I get if we get a new one, there'll be cutbacks, but I never forgot why people think they'll just do a soft reboot.
The thing is, if they have to just like make a new Smash and it's like, okay, we're just going to cut people and keep the same gameplay loop, no one's going to want to play it. We'll just want to stay with Ultimate, because Ultimate's got all the fun characters that we love.
I mean,
like,
by then, I imagine people have cracked into the Switch, and, well, they already have. It's just more accessible hacks for Switch, and then people will just do what they did with Brawl, and it's just mod more characters in.
I mean, if Sakurai really wants me to buy like a new Smash game after this, just add Isaac. I'll buy it. You know, if you add my character and I'll fucking play that game. Like, whichever game my character is in, I'll play it. That's literally how I work. So, Sakurai, you want to get that one extra sale? you know what to do.
I'll be right back.
With realistically, I can only see if they don't port Ultimate with a deluxe port. I could realistically only see two directions they could go with it staying big, which is make Smash a 3D fighter, which I feel, or. And here's the controversial one, which is going to get me bloody crucified. We have one of these every podcast. God save my soul. Adding fourth-party characters.
Yes, Epic Mickey for the win.
That's.
Epic Mickey is the only fourth party character who should be allowed.
What about
Yes,
E.T.?
Epic Mickey, because
you.
even though it is Mickey Mouse, Epic Mickey himself originated from a game. I know that
Yes.
obviously because it's Mickey Mouse, it's probably not going to happen, but if it had to happen, that is one that I could completely understand, accept, and be pretty hyped for, because Epic Mickey has a fucking cool design, and I love the whole paint gimmick, ink gimmick, whatever it is that game had. I haven't played it, but I just know that I liked the aesthetic when I was younger, and I used to see trailers of it. So yeah, give us Epic Mickey. Do it.
Honestly,
you are
Sakurai,
making
fucking do
my
it. No balls
day.
right now. Now. Sakurai. I know you're
You're
watching,
actually
Sakurai.
making my day. Thank you so much. Oh my. You know what? Hold on. I'm
Billy.
gonna shout you out on my Twitter right now. Epic Mickey for Smash.
Aw.
Hold on. No, I'm actually serious. I'm going to just for making my day.
Billy, I do want to have one quick word though.
Yes.
I do. Okay, if we're talking of rough pies and Smash being a celebration of video game history,
Oh boy.
I genuinely do think E.T. kind of deserves it more than a few video game characters just due to the crash that
Yes.
it caused.
E.T. honestly changed the video game industry. I agree. E.T. phone home? No. E.T. invited to Smash.
Little does he know.
I'm nodding at my webcam like people can see me through my webcam. I swear to God, I'm going nuts.
Hey, it's like you're streaming on Twitch, Billy.
I'm just so used to it, you know.
Yeah, just reading the chat. Oh, look, it's that guy simping for Tifa. God, what an annoying twat.
I don't mind a C for Oh, you mean you?
Yes.
Well, if you guys have any more questions for me, I can still answer a few more before I need to head off.
I was gonna try and ask this, but I was interrupted a few times. Well, how did you react to Steve? How did you feel about Steve and Smash?
I made a video on it,
Yeah, but like,
I'm back.
and I made a reaction video on Steve being in Smash, and then I made a my thoughts video on Steve being in Smash.
look, we need those YouTube views, okay?
So if you want to know my opinion, you're gonna have to go there and watch it, I'm afraid. I'm sorry to blue balls you guys, but like I just, you know, I made the video for a reason. So it's like if people watch it, you know. They are on my channel. You do have to kind of scroll through all the fucking stream archive videos to get to them, but they are there. But the TLDR is incoherent screaming of joy, and that's all you're gonna get from me on that.
Because of Minecraft spiders.
No, because of Minecraft everything.
No, I remember that quote. It's like, because those are the eyes. Those because of Minecraft spiders.
That's what I shouted out, because I recognize the eyes, because those eyes have struck fear into my heart for many a decade now.
And then said spiders resumed to not even be a spirit.
Oh, thank God. Honestly, I'm annoyed, but I'm also okay, because like I would have liked them to be a spirit because they're such an iconic enemy from the game, but also I'm not mad because arachnophobia is a bitch.
Giant enemy spider.
Pencil Faces, can you re-rate Reimu, please? I mean, if you want to be disappointed.
I'm sure
sorry.
Reimu for Smash would be happy if you re-rate.
I'm sorry, this is me at my unfiltered moment. I will probably get around to Reimu because I know people want me to rate her and people like her, but I'll be real, I don't see it happening. But I don't think it's a 0% or anything like that, but I don't think it's got a very high chance. I'll be honest. We'll see.
Actually, with Shantae, you did bring up one point which I never thought of: the fact that she is Western.
Well, the thing is, I don't want to bring up the Western rep argument as crazily as I did back in season 1 and in season 2 because I used it a lot. But after having a Western rep already with Steve, and then looking back at the last Fighters Pass where we only had one Western representative overall, it does make you think, what if it's just the same this time around and it's just one Western rep, and then the rest are Japanese reps? Because like it's not like rocket science that Japanese developers tend to prefer working with other Japanese developers on collaborations because it's just easier, it's more cost effective, it's easier to negotiate, and they speak the same language. So that sort of thing has to kind of go into the rating, but it's not the be all and end all. It's just an extra little thing that I kind of have to add in there and discuss because it is relevant to the discussion, even if people don't want to admit it is.
And the two Westerns, if that wasn't bad enough, are both from Microsoft, so you can't even argue there's a bit of diversity in the Westerns.
I mean, I would say they're quite diverse in who they are.
No, I mean like in ownership.
Yeah, I get that. Oh.
Like, yeah,
But
Banjo
then again,
and Steve are like day and night.
Microsoft operates globally.
Yeah, I mean, there's the rumors that Microsoft wants to buy like companies in Japan, and everyone's like, just buy Sega, please.
I don't want that to be the case.
I also don't want that, but
If someone buys Sega, I just don't want it to be Sony.
I was gonna say Sony. Microsoft. If you want to buy a Japanese company, buy Konami. Get them back in the games industry. Give us the Silent Hill that we've been fucking waiting for. God damn.
Gosh.
I don't care if it's Xbox exclusive or whatever. I just need some more Silent Hill in my life, please.
Billy just wants to be able to see his main Pyramid Head in action again.
I don't want to see Pyramid Head in another Silent Hill game. I just want to see, because I love Silent Hill.
If there's
as a
another
series.
Silent Hill game, Pyramid Head will be in it.
Yeah, but he shouldn't. That's the thing. He really shouldn't be in any game other than the second, because like the whole point is that in the second game he is like represents the emotions and the repressed guilt of the main character, and that's all he was meant to be. But because he was popular, everyone's like, okay, let's bring him back, let's put him in everything, and it just waters down his relevancy and his appearances and his status in this series so much. And I'm just like, if they brought him back again, it's kind of like, stop leaning on your crutch and try and think of an actual like new idea that is innovative and interesting. And
that's what Kojima was gonna do, but then Konami fucked him in the ass.
Konami fucks a lot of people in the ass, with the pachinko machines, so...
Yeah.
Konami's basically Konami.
Yeah.
Co-money.
Sadly, they have...
Castlevania and Metal Gear Solid are cool, so...
I like Yu-Gi-Oh!
Those series are cool, but the only series that I believe they actually give life to, except maybe the Legacy collections, are bloody Bomberman and Yu-Gi-Oh! And if you want to remember that Contra game, sure, them too.
But do we want to remember that Contra game?
Yeah, so I'm not counting them for my sanity.
Take it from a lifelong Yu-Gi-Oh! Fan. We hate Konami too. It doesn't matter if they're it's like Battle Royale. We're the last men standing of all the properties that Konami has ruined. We still hate them.
Oh, don't worry. Konami's going to react to this by making a pachinko machine of Yu-Gi-Oh!
Either that, or they're going to react to this by claiming the video. Because that's another thing they do.
We have decided to cancel the Yu-Gi-Oh! Card game and instead make a Yu-Gi-Oh! Pachinko machine.
Kill me. There goes a decade of investments.
Yeah, that's right.
We will now be sending people to all of your homes to burn your Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards, because none can be left in the wild.
Ugh.
I will play my Konami killer card.
Don't worry. It's going to be called Erotic
Konami is
Duel.
fucking Yugi from the anime in that he just breaks the rules and he can do that because it's Konami.
I'm gonna.
Do you think Jonesy got...
Hmm?
Do you think, Jonesy?
What about Jonesy?
Nah, I'm reading the chat. Do you think
Oh.
Johnny Gat could come to Smash since Saints Row came to Switch? I
Probably
don't even know
not.
who that is.
He's the main character from one of the Saints Row games. The problem is, it's like that was the issue I think a lot of people had with the first DLC pass, is that, oh, this game is coming to Switch, therefore this person must have a chance in Smash.
Oh
No.
shit, Cuphead confirmed.
Like, oh my god, if every fucking game that came to Switch meant that, like,
Smitch.
Smitch, yes. If every fucking game that came to the Nintendo Switch meant that character had a chance in Smash, then literally like a majority of the gaming industry would have a chance. It is not logic that defines whether a character is going to be in the game. It is merely a factor. I think you do need to have a game that was tied to Nintendo at one point, in my opinion. Like, I don't think any of the characters that we've had as DLC necessarily have broken that rule yet. But
all Kingdom Hearts spin-offs.
I'm still. I don't know if anyone watched my bit of my rate their chances. I'm still holding on to my belief that if Kingdom Hearts doesn't happen, it's because Disney wanted Disney reps and they wanted Let It Go in Smash. That's just my opinion.
Let's go.
I mean, Billy, how would you react if Sora got in a Smash and that was a legit Smash remix?
I'd be happy. Fuck yeah, let's fucking bop to fucking Adina. Let's go.
I would low-key just be
wait,
happy
wait,
'cause I'd
wait.
love to see people get pissed off about it.
Oh,
wait.
I'm just gonna get my popcorn because you know what? Their salt will flavor it. So
Hell yeah.
Did you just call Elsa Adina?
Adina Menzel.
The singer.
Oh, never mind. My bad.
I was
Have you not
gonna.
cultured?
Voice actor, yeah, I think.
All right, so I have a question now, and it's not
Yes.
Smash related. Okay, so my question is, all right, so assuming that we get to Golden Sun remakes,
Yes.
will when you start streaming them, can you shout out Golden Sun shitposts at one point?
I can, but it'll cost you.
Damn.
It'll cost you an arm and a leg, and your soul.
I don't have one of those, so that sucks.
Ah, shit.
And just give them your account, and then that should be enough, right?
We'll see. Like, once the games happen, because once again, like, it's really hard to say, oh, they're not going to happen when we literally have fucking trademarks that confirm something is happening with the series. And I swear to God, if I hear another person go like, but what if it's just a port for the Nintendo Switch Online, even though
What if it's just a port for
none of
Nintendo Switch
Nintendo
Online?
Switch Online videos, none of the other Nintendo Switch Online games had to have new trademarks created for them. So, you know, that's not why. Please stop trying to, like, throw stupid argument. Like, I was thinking about this before I came on the podcast today, because I knew this topic would be touched upon, but people are really afraid of having hope. People are really afraid of actually believing in something. And that is so sad. People would rather constantly make up countless arguments and debates that, despite the fact, even if they are disproven, like with logic and factual evidence, they still cling to them because they would rather be negative and skeptical because they don't want to get wounded than be hopeful and maybe take a little knock on the head if they're wrong. And it's just a shame because it promotes an environment where people just are just extremely negative about any sort of rumors or leaks or whatever. Like, it's not going to happen until we see it, despite the fact that there's literal legal trademarked evidence that it's happening. And it's just I wish people could be more hopeful, because literally, like, yeah, having your hopes dashed if you're wrong sucks, but it's not the worst fucking thing in the world. It's not like a fucking family member died or some shit. Like, it's a video game. It's a video game, and if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. The world will still move on. Like, let's bring some positivity. Let's bring some hope, and let's just hope that the Golden Sun remakes do happen. Because legally, like, it's looking like they will, and when they do, I'm gonna say I told you so on my Twitter. I'm saying it straight away.
Damn. He's gonna start bragging about it like he did about Steve.
I know, I'm gonna start talking about it like I did about every time, because oh god, I'm not gonna name names, but someone DM'd me on Twitter about like a week after I came back with Rate the Chances. This is the juicy tea, by the way. Like, this is stuff I've not told anyone. And they DM'd
Exclusive
me
scoop.
saying, they DM'd me basically saying like, oh, how legit is your research on your videos? Because I've heard that all of your information is fake. And I was talking with this guy, and I was like, what's going on? Like, are people shit talking me? Yes, they were. And my favorite comment was somebody said that I annoyed them because I would constantly, quote unquote, and I'm sorry for the monetization here, sorry YouTube, that I would constantly masturbate over the fact that I got characters right for the base roster and Rate Their Chances. And I'm like, no fucking shit that I'm gonna do that, because I got the characters right. I'm allowed to be proud that the point of my series, which was to predict those characters, was successful. I'm allowed to feel like that.
Right.
And if that annoys people, that's completely fine, but I don't give a fuck. I'm living my own life. I'm probably never going to talk to these people. But I just found it funny that it wound them up that much that they didn't trust my Golden Sun video. And it was just, I don't know, I just found that
Was
really
this, like-
entertaining for some reason.
Was this like crap talking going on a forum or something, or was it
On a Discord.
On what Discord?
I don't know. They sent me screenshots of the people like talking about me. I'm keeping them anonymous because I don't want to out them or anything. Because like I didn't pursue these people. I heard that these guys were talking shit about me. I read the comments. I had a laugh about it, and I moved on. But I just remembered it now because it kind of was somewhat relevant to my little preaching that I did just before about the hope and the
Right.
people in denial.
That's
Like, I know, I'm not an easy person to get along with. Like, I know, I am a very polarizing person, but... No, I've got nothing. I don't know where my head's going. It's very late. My head is spinning. Oh, God.
Billy, you're a great person. You tick all the boxes. You're British. And that's the only box. You're British. Only box that matters.
Ain't Boris Johnson British, and we don't like him.
I don't actually think he was born in Britain. I don't think he's actually British.
I'm pretty sure Boris Johnson is British. I mean,
Isn't that the other annoying orange?
Yes.
He's basically our answer to Donald Trump.
Oh, shit, he was born in the UK. Not UK, the US.
We
so
best
it's your
not
fault.
get on to this
It's
topic.
your fault.
See?
Yeah, we
Okay.
best avoid that topic.
That's fine. That's fine.
Okay, so in conclusion, the UK is the superior nation. Moving
No,
on.
it really isn't. No, it's not. Not at all. We're just as much of a mess, please. There are no superior nations. There are only superior. No, there are no superior.
Well,
people.
I've heard Denmark is nice.
I've heard the Netherlands is good.
I've heard Canada is probably is apparently an amazing place to live.
Yeah. So.
I was about to say, aren't you up to nearing the end of your time here?
Yeah.
I'm afraid I am. I will be completely honest. I'm so sorry to all the viewers. I have no idea what's going on. As in, like, I feel like I have been like floating through the void for the past hour. It's been fun. It's been very fun. But I feel like we didn't like. I don't know.
We just
feel
talked
like
about
we've just-
anything
I
and
just-
everything.
I feel like we've been just talking about random shit, and people are like, maybe were like expecting us to talk about specific things, but then we just went on like tangents every 5 minutes.
That's all of our personalities.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're very different people.
To be fair,
here,
there was
different
less stuff to actually talk about this week, except the epic gamer himself, Johnsy, who's totally a lot for Smash.
Is there like a rumor going around for him?
Oh yeah, there was an interview. This was a private interview with the actual. I think it was like the creative director of Fortnite.
Yes, Donald Mustard.
He ended
It
up
was on a
commenting
Zoom
no.
call.
He said no comment when it came to Fortnite and Smash.
No
Yeah,
shit.
who else said that?
Everyone
shortly,
says
which
fucking,
you can see why-
literally everyone says fucking no comment when it comes to their character in Smash. People, come on.
I mean,
So here, there's one thing with Suda51. He was very vocal about Travis being in Smash, and then one interview later, that's gonna be a big no comment for me. And guess what happened?
Yeah, and then he became a
Travis
Mii
was a Mii
costume, just
I
like
don't think-
Oni will become a Mii costume.
I
Alright,
don't
but
think
here-
I don't think it guarantees playable, but I kind of feel like Fortnite's
costume.
Fortnite's licensing cost would be kind of bigger than something like No More Heroes, so I'm less sure if it would just be a me costume.
I don't think there was I don't think there was a licensing cost for No More Heroes. Suda51 wanted Travis in Smash so bad he probably gave it to him for free.
I made the fucking me costume for you to add it.
Basically. I would not be surprised if that was the exact turn of events that occurred. Because people were complaining to Suda51 on Twitter, and it's just like, oh, he should have been a playable character. He did not have time for their bullshit at all. He was just honored to be in the game in any capacity at all.
Exactly. Like, if you're in Smash in any way, you fucking take that shit and you run with it because you're in the biggest fucking crossover of all time, pretty much. And no one can take that away from you. Yeah, not playable, but hey, you got your character in there somehow. Fuck yeah, celebrate. I imagine Suda just didn't want people like being all ungrateful and shit because, you know, he's a pretty chill dude. He's friends with Sakurai. Like, he knows what Sakurai does to work on that game. Like, he's not going to take people's shit, and that's good. I appreciate that.
Honestly, now playing through No More Heroes, I do really wish Travis was playable, but a me costume is still an honor considering he is, despite me really ending up loving him now, he is very niche.
And also, I would say very adult oriented in terms of his mannerisms, and like way more so than someone like Bayonetta. I think it would be much harder to kind of get him past the censors without kind of taking away a lot of what his character is.
I mean,
unless you played Travis Strikes, unless you played Travis Strikes again, in which case he has matured as a person a lot more.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like Smash usually goes with the most iconic form, or unless you're a hero, where you go with the marketable choice because you're a hero.
I don't think that they could get away with Sakurai, with Travis having to do certain motions with his beam sword to recharge it in Smash. I don't think they could get away with that.
Honestly,
that's probably fair.
Yeah, that it's disappointing but yeah, it's fair. Maybe one day, maybe next game.
We'll see. Alright, I am so sorry, but I am gonna have to go like very, very soon because there are people sleeping in the house. I can't keep them awake much longer.
Alright, so we should wrap it up then.
Alright.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Thank you for joining us on this newest episode of a new podcast approaches. Thank you, Billy, for joining us.
Yeah, no problem. I hope that I was enjoyable.
Yes, you were.
This was a really fun conversation. I would love to do it again sometime.
Yeah, of course. I would love to come back. Maybe when we've got like a cool topic. Maybe when Golden Sun HD Collection is announced.
Don't worry. When it gets announced, we'll make sure to get you.
Yeah.
Like, you ASAP. If we have some poor guy on the schedule, you're getting booted out of there. We gotta have Billy.
Anyway, with that said, hope you had a great podcast and see you next week.
Bye-bye.